Struck out twice tonight. Both will give from Mahwah, New Jersey. Where's Mahwah?
I don't know much about Jersey. I don't get over there.
It could give you a geographic, north or south, but it's let's say it's 35 minutes from the bridge. Ground ball to McMahon. One away. Time for the upcoming schedule, brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. Just 3 more games.
Sábado a la 1.
Y domingo a las 3. Esos son los últimos 3 juegos ya.
And that's it. But not really, because the Yankees have higher aspirations. New Jersey border.
El chamaquito, mira, ya lo sí, brother, un nene.
Un nene.
Si tiene 22 años, mucho. Este chamaquito tiene este tipo tiene un split finger demasiado cabrón. ¿Hasta cuándo ese chamaco está en contrato?
¿Cuál? Bernard no sé.
Yo me ese tipo 9'2", 1.35 la era.
Cam Switler on Saturday for the Yankees, Louis Hill Sunday.
Conmigo no hay problema, papi. Charlie es el que pone esa regla así, pero a mí no me está malo. Yo juego contigo la serie entera, yo transmitiendo si tú quieres. O sea, conmigo no hay problema, es él.
Really solid first season, probably a year ahead of schedule because of the injuries. He's forced into action, did a good job. 1-2 on Baldwin.
Lo más agresivo en sesiones.
Desde que vio a Caballero jugando opciones.
No cojones. No lo veo, o sea, no lo veo confiado.
Coming forward on the ball a lot better, and it seems like it's making the plays a lot easier for him.
Here's Will Robertson. And the pitch is high from Bednar, 98 miles an hour. One-on-one. I think that makes him different to a closer. He has a wide arsenal of pitches. All that he can throw for strikes, usually a closer will have that one out pitch. But Bednar can get you out with 3 or 4 pitches.
You know, he does. He's got the closer. So, Michael, you're right. I mean, a lot of times you're just dialing that up to try to catch up to a closer's fastball. He's pitching.
2-1 count on Robertson.
Cabrón, lo que está tirando un toque oído.
Ha hecho la curva a 78 millas.
Ese equipo es de triple A. Pero se ve comprar esa hora de los Yankees, brother. Vale, Dios.
¿Bolazo?
Oh, bueno.
Oh, bueno.
You're well. You're back there saying, really, there's 2 outs in the 9th inning. And I got to get this. It went right off the wrist, just underneath the glove. This copyright telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Swing and miss and diagnosed. Yankees win this one 5-3 to save for Bednar. The win for Rodon is 18th. Big hit by Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees now have clinched at the least the top wild card spot. So if they don't win the division ball, that means that the wild cards will start here on Tuesday at Yankee Stadium. There's still time with the Blue Jays 18 with 3 games remaining. Yeah, you got a lot to settle this weekend with the way Toronto's playing, the way the Yankees are playing.
Into the ballpark, happy with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Washington Nationals. All right, ready to go here now, number 14. That one finds the zone, so we're off and running in game 1. Swing and a miss, as he was out front that time. Right side, Chaparro steps on first for the out. Yandy Diaz now. In his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. And that is out of play. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. To first, 2 away here in the top of the 1st. Lau at the plate.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. So the drop 3rd strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that.
Estamos activos. ¿Ah? Yo perdí mis últimos 3 juegos. So, no estoy en baja. Estoy en baja.
Yankees win 5-3. The big hit is the Cadillac drive of the game. Well, it's good in the 5th inning, but bases loaded. Big defense struggled a little bit, but not here. He went down the line, a 3-run double. Thinking that is 1 more, but
Sí, nosotros jugamos.
so 2 hours and 47 minutes. Yankees 5 runs on 8 hits. 3 runs on 5.
Yo creo que bueno, nosotros pasó como 5-3 por ahí fue.
Hilton took the loss. Taylor, a home run this night.
Que yo creo que el juego de nosotros pasó como 5-3.
Showed you the Yankees remain tied with the Blue Jays in the American League East lead. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned to the WBC.
Ay, ahí no.
Mike Webb and our executive producer of the Yes Network is Jared James Bonsack. Join us next morning as the Yankees begin their final series of the regular season against the Orioles. Coverage will begin at 6 p.m. on Yes, with first pitch coming shortly after 7. Once again, the final score, the Yankees 5 and the Chicago White Sox 3. Football on the Atlanta Brothers Broadcast, I'm Michael Kay, James Cleveland from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Now let's go to Bob Lorenz and Jack Tucker. Standing by our Yes Network studios.
Vamos.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Switch hitter batting right.
No.
And it hit him. Next to hit for the Nats.
Qué pinga.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
The crowd here's been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead. This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score.
Vamos.
Esto va para la motorita. Que se van en cuadrilla.
Game 1 of the division series. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Tranquilo, estamos ahí en la brega.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up as soon as that ball left the hand of the
Esa está lejos.
Now this one's high and deep, way back there.
Puerto Rico pienso ir en diciembre ahora.
And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
Uy.
This is outside, and that's ball 1.
En diciembre voy para allá.
Some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
No.
One spoiled and the countdown.
No te PCI mal.
was us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas
Buen
City
picheo.
Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Esta estaba también.
Question about this one. It's out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays.
¡Wow! La pelea, coño.
Pulls it in. And there's one away. And next is the designated hitter, Christopher Morel.
¿Cómo?
No strikes.
Hay par de huevos ahí. No, hombre, hay par de huevos ahí. Los de ellos ya jugaron, pero están jugando otro.
Los Rockies, los Marines. No, este cabrón, por lo menos me desactivó. Aquí yo aquí en uno.
Suárez.
Diablo, Eugenio, cabrón. Estos personas también insoportables en ese equipo.
Ey,
And it's great to see how little
un picheo.
even as far as just one shy of 50 home runs due to the fact that
Así que lleva 49.
he hit 60.
Coño, ese pana, loco, no llegó a los Yankees, ahora eso tercero había que...
When he can get hot, get that good consistency.
Ese cabrón bateando 305. Oh.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top of the second.
Really good hands on chasing that splitter off the plate. 2 out back to
Oye, lo que llega hasta hoy como falta.
had that big home run in Houston on a hanging breaking ball.
La curva, cabrón.
Estamos descolgados, cabrón.
Hunter Brown was on top of that pitch.
Ahí, Pablo.
Pero le dio la papeta.
Sí, pero le damos vuelta al bate y el push fue completo.
Y no fue,
Cabrón, y mira.
no fue cerca, ¿no?
Overdeck, cabrón. Descolgado, que se llega al de lleno, muchachos, la meta ya vamos a...
And the count is 0-2.
Pops this up.
To the right side.
Over couldn't find it. Oh, he just lost it.
Sinking action of that changeup got that hitter.
Up now for Washington, Andres Chacon.
Uy, a ver si me la jobo. ¡Ah! Casi, casi. Sí, no soy muy bueno haciendo eso, ¿no? No me sale eso. Dejo bajo un ron. Yo creo que yo no juego ni 3. 2 o 3 que se me pegaron en Dynasty y más nada. ¡Uy, a diablo! Juego nuevo. Con Ruiz. Pues ese pan es bueno. No, muchacho, yo no sé cómo le dieron ese equipo a ese muchacho. Ajá. No, tiene un line no de pinga ellos. Ese jueguito que estoy viendo ahora, Seattle con Colorado. No, que ese es el jueguito que estoy mirando ahora. Seattle versus Colorado. La acaba de sacar Eugenio. Eugenio Suárez la sacó. 4-9, sí. Yo 60 ayer. Ya con la de con la derrota de Cleveland, de los Guardians, ya ellos cogieron bye para la serie de la división. Ya le ganaron a Houston ya los Astros la división ya. Este tipo no batea un carajo. Yo no sé cómo yo lo tengo primer bate, pero... Mira eso. Son muertas. Mira. Lo que pasa es que te llegue quieto y cuidado. Mira. Lo único que tiene es que corre bien. Lo único que tiene es eso, que corre bien, más nada. Tipo un muerto. Buen picheo. No.
That catches the corner. Tied up here in the early going.
Buen picheo, me cago en Dios, yo esperando esa gesta afuera. Sí.
Allows the runner to advance, and he steals third without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now only
Vámonos. Ah, esa está ahí, cojones.
One thing I'm watching with Emerson Hancock, which I haven't seen, especially the last couple of outings, look at him setting up on the rubber. He's on the left-hand side, on the first base side, for some of these hitters, and then he'll slide over to the right-hand side for some of these hitters. And this is something maybe he's something he's comfortable with. Watching his warm-up pitches, he's kind of going back and forth as well. He's over on the Thursday side, getting a little bit different angle. Tell you what, he threw a sweep of that last inning, which
Un bateado.
if you're a right-handed hitter, maybe you start to your head. Maybe something that, and again, I know it doesn't seem that drastic, but just from a visual standpoint, I've tried going on either side of the pitching rubber, and it is a big change too, just from the pitching side. That makes that pitch filthy.
No.
Basically starts behind the righties with a little bit lower arm slot as well.
No.
On that horizontal plane. Pitches like a left turn. So how hard is it?
El primero, sí. Él y el chino. Él y el chino, sí. Este.
And again, as I sit up here and watch this, you're looking at it going, I mean, it's not that. There's a foot on the other side. But from a visual standpoint, you obviously a creature habit. So you get this rhythm. You pick up a spot, you might dip your head, you might look at the ground, and you don't even see the ground. But from a visual standpoint, it can feel like you are literally throwing, into the other batter's box, essentially. It can be really tough. So, I'm going back and forth, but I'm telling you, man, this is from a deception standpoint and an
Ave María, las manos. Ah, no.
This could be
Ay.
something quick, because he is able to command that fastball and that sweeper go off of it.
No, yo no me tiro. Si sale así colorado, yo no me tiro, no.
Like Ritter is the batter.
Se van para atrás.
Did you primarily stay in the same spot the whole time? Yeah. Back and forth. So I started on the first base side because you want to create that angle, especially, left on left, get behind the head of the left-handed hitter if you are going to be more primarily facing lefty. It's in the field and dropped it for a bit. But when I started going into the rotation, I remember Felix set up in the middle of the pitcher's rubber, and he said, and one thing I had to do was pitch on both sides of the plate, so I could go on sides with ease, and then just try to get to the glove side, even the right, why is it a challenge? I remember Felix saying to me, hey, just get in the middle of the plate, that way it's easy to go away. And go
No way.
I tried that. It's kind of weird. I used to go in the middle of the plate.
Increíble.
Yeah, to see that pitch to left.
Wow.
So much. Just to get, really to get the ball inside part of the plate. And now, in the middle of the pitch rubber, basically the only lefty Moniak for the second time.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. We'll see if he continues to climb the ladder.
Throws the first in time. That ends the frame. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. And down the right field.
Eso dicen ellos, pero yo, a mí no me importa eso.
Swing and a ground ball. Over to Diaz. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's C.J. Abrams to him. He's 0 for 1. Late with the swing there.
Oh, he's looking great so far. Helps 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go
Been a nice Ritter over there at first base.
Out to right. Low calls it in 2-1. Andres Chaparro will hit next. He's already hurt here in this one. That first offering is fouled off.
Well, you don't see that too often. Back-to-back throws to first base. In the era of you can only throw over twice before you have to get them. He was jumping off. Their first place coach,
It's
Coach Manley,
pace, and it stays
he
on
came
two.
on to cut in that lead.
And look out.
La mierda, mano.
Second man, he's plunked in this one. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That's to third, and that's just
Uy.
foul.
Go back to that move to first base. But I had Naylor.
Fouled off. He was late.
And I think it was there.
But the go-ahead run is at
Big lead
first.
too. I mean, they cut that lead down. Let her go. This ball is really drilled to center field. Julio is and he leaps it in place. He missed the catch.
Back to work. And that misses.
No fly zone in fourth
Well,
time.
these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate this
Well,
morning.
coverage
Chasing
channel,
pitches has been
and I tell you what, Julio Rodriguez one of the
We've seen
best.
it quite a bit today.
He goes back on some of these balls. He never gets out to so well. And he's exactly what that one second. How much room he's got. Mark that will jump and
And
catch.
on the mound, you know,
Perfectly up
confidence
against
has to be
that
pretty high
center
with
wall.
all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Cruz falls in, and there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick
Reverse.
Fortes.
The inner edge. Strike one. 200 goes
Late
in.
swing, foul ball.
Way over on the third base side.
¿Cómo?
This is down and away. All tied up here in game one of the
Lead over the
NLDS.
Sí.
The next offering misses. Now
Everything's
Turtles in a
going
strike.
so great for the Mariners. It's not maybe they'll catch one tonight. That's a little high.
Ah.
Foul.
Home run leader for the Rockies. All-star of this team.
Steal 2-2. I hear foul ball.
Swing and a bitch, yeah, lots of helmet fastball up and in. Hancock really looking good tonight.
Wow. No iba a ser tú. Sabía que venía eso.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter. And a bunt towards third. And that's foul. 2 down, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Buena bola.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
And look
Okay.
out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And now, Yandy Diaz. There goes the runner. Ball outside. No throw, safe at second. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. And now one almost got him.
No, that pitch not even. Close, a 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Runner on the go again. Pitch is low. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now making 4 stolen bases in the game for him. That one finds a corner, and the count is 3-1.
Mierda.
And that's the third out.
Mariners postseason merch has been selling fast, but tomorrow the Mariners team store is getting a full restock of postseason and AL West championship gear in the Cincinnati T-Mobile Park location tomorrow. And stay up to date on all
In this game, they found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. Trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulted in outs.
One last month.
It's making things more difficult.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Randy leads it off. Did you get permission to take the goggles?
Uy.
You don't know again, like that. Yeah. Could you the basketball bar? For a pair of those goggles, that would be Andrew.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right
Hey,
there.
Chris.
Everything was on time. And
How about
when
that?
that swing got
Bud,
him, she could get the
for-
barrel on and
Ready,
line
go.
it into center for the
Cooking
ball.
up.
Vámonos.
Cal, do up that. You want me to get your pick? Next time. So we got out there, left center, and flag
Great
down.
speed is in the back of the pitcher's mind.
Those guys are really quickly away.
thing he's got to think about.
Well, you think you'll hold on to yours in the next time?
Claro, dice cabrón.
Pack it on your back.
Lo tuyo.
There's Chills. He flew out to the wall in a
Swing.
That's right. Everybody else did also. What a great time.
Cabrón, que si da tres más le compra el récord a Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge dio 62.
Washington, D.C. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon
Está bateando Riley ahora mismo.
Two times the American League
the
West.
swing, and that is strike one.
Streetler down the line. He gets some good pitches that he can handle.
Sí.
Down last night, becoming only the
¿Se
10th
fue eso?
baseball hit
Ya le di late.
home run in his season. Just the 10th time
So he
baseball
goes
has
the
ever
opposite
seen
way with that
60
one,
homers.
and that gives him a lead. It's 3-2. Next to hit, Junior Caminero. On the inside corner for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And we're in the top half of the sixth. And it's fouled off.
On a 2-1. Somebody get booed out of your back.
Foul ball still 1-2.
Good count for Calhoun.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. And a touchdown for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double. And his second hit. Well, it's
Second base, 2 out.
can win the up against it with 2 strikes right there.
They look at these great home run seasons in baseball history. So many have happened in the National League, and there's so much controversy with so many of those seasons. Obviously, performance-enhancing runs and asterisks, so many of those players. But in the American League, it's green.
No, güey.
Aaron Judge. And now Paul Raleigh hitting that. Julio.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays.
Hard lineup to short last time out for Julio.
And a foul ball. Caminero, the runner at second with 1 away. Slap the other way, foul.
Julio was part of that 3-homer first inning last night. 32 home runs this year. That's the career best.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Slaps the tag on. Now here is Christopher Morel.
Julio just 5 ribbies shy of what would be his second career 30 homer, 100 ribbies season.
Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
Still 1-2.
Two outs with a runner at third.
The 1-2.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a
Take down
mile.
away.
2-2.
Bullpen is up for the Mariners, and Carlos Vargas is now beginning to walk.
Done to keep it close.
Like the plan, you have Hancock, Vargas trying to get you deep. Keep the skin on the bullpen like that. Want to get those 2 through maybe 5 innings. Moniak does not make the catch.
In comes the runner from
Quality,
third,
should
and
be
they take a
careful.
2-run lead.
Rather pitcher base, perhaps 30, 35 pitches in the last month. Moniak. Hammer that.
Bueno.
Right field.
Upcoming.
No entraba esa carrera ahí, te volviste loco.
For the third out. Bottom of the 6th. And now for Washington, James Wood.
Guy into short right field.
Fouled off.
Your play for Moniak.
Exacto.
Sweet for out number 3. Mariners lead after 3 innings, 2-0 Seattle.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. I know those ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of.
And he's back to first in time. And fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Next pitch is outside. Snap throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. And that's disengagement number 2. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stand up the double play right here.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That's a base hit. Around second is Wood. Caught the rundown now. Now he can't get back to the bag. Oh, no. A huge base running mistake there. Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Tap foul to plate. Swung on.
Yeah, no.
Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner takes for home. He'll score on the sac fly. Trail by 1. Here's C.J. Abrams now.
Tonight, Montpelier Casino Resort 10 report. Mariners in September at home. The bullpen has been remarkable. You earned over about 36 innings. Strikeout rate from another planet. 179. Mariners undefeated. This month.
Wow. Mira, dio en el poste. Buen bateado.
Exactly right time. Down the stretch when you need the most. Especially that last one. And that had to cover serious and he took the flip side.
Juego nuevo.
I'm not going to cover 8.
Sí, dame un momento, después de pausa ahí, dame un minutito ahí a lo que voy a orinar ahí. Dale.
3 pitches, strikes. Graham is strikeout victim number 6 tonight for Hancock.
Again, that's we forget. We talked about this a couple innings ago. Finding that 2-strike option out of spring training. Really consistent kind of swing and miss on that pitch. Angle. Third base side of the pitch is rubber.
This is the highest pitch count for Hancock as a reliever. He's gotten into the low 30s twice. Vargas continues to warm up. Hancock at about 50 pitches. It is a bit of a bullpen night for the Mariners with Ryan Wu unavailable. Leo Rivas has taken over for Crawford at shortstop, which is not a surprise. It has nothing to do with anything bad happening to JP, but the Mariners penciled their lineup down today, not knowing what would happen in the Guardians game. The Mariners can clinch nothing worse than the second seed, a first-round bye, with a win tonight or a Guardians loss, and the Guardians lost about 30 minutes or so before first pitch here inside T-Mobile Park. So the regulars were in there, and now the Mariners know that they can clinch that because of the Guardians loss. Now Dan Wilson can get some guys off their feet in this game.
Yeah, you probably see that. Get out of there. Bench players and time as Emerson Hendricks continues to mow down this.
Vamos allá, sí.
3 straight strikeouts and 7 tonight for Emerson Hancock.
Yeah, that's a really good tempo. Again, we talked about getting that whip, getting that tempo, getting that mindset. It's not like on the bullpen that served him well. And he did. Here on in.
Right to Taylor, Hancock the way to move on. I'll tell you what, really good stuff tonight for Emerson Hancock. 4 scoreless tonight.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left
Ahora
center
es
field. Little touchdown for a hit. So that will bring up
ese bloopercito ahí.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And the batter now, number 14. That one hooked foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the late stages of game one. Not close with that one, and the count even 1-1. And there's a ball.
Lay off that pitch down.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. On the ground to the left.
Vamos.
And it's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. It's a team.
Runner takes off, pitches high. And he gets back in.
Cinco bases robadas lleva ese hombre. Uy, adiante.
One pitch away. You can't forget about next year. The
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that going to score. The ball's put in play.
Okay.
One prevention plan. Mariners punching their ticket to October a couple of
To the
nights
warning
ago.
track makes the catch. Both runners tagging.
Mariners
In
so
comes the run
close,
from third.
missing by
And this
just
game
a
is
game.
tied in the 7th.
Consecutive seasons down. The Mariners not only getting in this year, but winning the division and today clinching a first-round bye. This man's been a big part of that.
Chico, vámonos.
Champagne
And it gets by him.
and the whole thing kicked off. He was talking about beginning of September, end of August, talking about
Always feels amazing
I think
getting
it's
the job
hard to
done.
do it again in Tampa Bay.
To come through. It's just
They had a team meeting.
individual
They got it.
stats. Just a little hit behind third right there. That's a really tough play from third base for their shortstop to get to.
Well,
Same for the left fielder. So
it's,
he's found a perfect place to drop that
maybe
one
it's
in
enough.
there.
Oh, they are saying now it's the Rockies who are challenging.
Casi.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game
Sí, lo cosa.
Diaz.
The best kept by
Banging that ball in. He was spraying it in there, doesn't make that mistake. But Dan Wilson talked about, we are going through a tough time, 5 or 6 weeks ago, talking about having that team meeting, look at each other in the eye, where they come from. He made a big point of that right before he started thanking everyone for everything this year and how they got to that place. So, it's interesting. Go back to that time too, when on that midst of that road trip, I think it was right there in Tampa Bay, right before they went to Atlanta.
Now
And
he
you think
steps
to
off
yourself,
to
man, what do
reset.
they need to do just to sneak into this wild card round? And just from there to where we're at right now, talking about
Yo me di agua ahí, yo pensé que me iba a dar lado.
3 remarkable months.
2 outs.
It's amazing about winning 6 games.
No, eso era bola.
Settles under it.
The unconscious.
Nabs it.
Está bien, buen inning, 2 cajeritas. Está bueno.
And it's not a situation where they're being carried by one factor. It's been across the board. The starters have been great. The bullpen has been magnificent. The offense has been one of the very best in baseball in that stretch of time. They've just been clicking on all cylinders. Takes Polanco down.
Con ese cambio polaco. Toma como acá, bien. Por nada, pero su uniforme se ha reservado. No, huevo. Huevo. Pasen a los Yankees.
These are the spots relievers really make
Well, that runner at second. Kevin keep on track of the playoffs where Northwestern Adventures begin. It's been pretty interesting. Blue Jays leading the East with 91 wins. The Mariners trying to get to 90 wins tonight. They have the division and the Guardians and Tigers going toe-to-toe. Tigers winning earlier tonight. out of nowhere.
Foul off the plate.
They
They'll
were
do it again.
15.5 back. They have the tiebreaker over Detroit. Here is Gino, who homered earlier tonight. He's now at 49 homers.
Downstairs. Well, with both stars out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we saw especially in the postseason.
Inside out line, right field.
Cómodo.
Taylor held at third. Runners in the corner.
Foul ball that
Six
stays
really
on.
clinched the West, done that second seed, all the good stuff. But one thing you want to take away from these last remaining games, especially the Brothers coming to town, can Gino Suarez find something get home, all of a sudden pull that breaking ball into the seat in left field.
Social media
That
later
off,
on,
raise that ball into right field. Great sign.
This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
House at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
One out runners in the corners. Dom
Check
Campbell
swing
back.
and he went. And that is strike two.
This high
Swing
and
and a
foul.
miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Crowds.
Next to him, Jacob Young.
Crowds have been so incredible so far on this whole game. Last night was
2 down, no
one of the best in recent memory. Here to see the Mariners clinch. Here to see Cal with 59 and 60. Mariners are guaranteed to host games 1 and 2
one in the air.
in the second round of postseason.
And
They're
there's
out
the
of
play,
the
and that's out number 3.
wild card bracket of the postseason schedule.
The top of the 8th.
Here's the first round bye.
Hassan Kim.
They will host games 1 and 2 of the divisional round, October 4th and 5th. If necessary, they will host game 5.
Makes the catch.
Big chopper up the middle. A blitz throw on the first side. Taylor scores. 3-0 Mariners.
First
The
of
leadoff
3
by
is
pitch
down.
comes out of touchdown plate. Here is the Mariners' calendar. Tomorrow, the weekend series begins against the Dodgers. Now, the Mariners will have a little bit of a layoff now because they have clinched that first round bye where the Guardians lost earlier tonight. October 4th, Saturday, here at T-Mobile Market, where things begin for the Mariners.
And the question is, you see that big
Steps on
chunk
first, and it's
of
out
nothing
number 2.
doing for the 29
Christopher Morel
with the
next to
ALDS.
hit
What
for
the
the
Mariners
Rays.
do to stay in game
Three
speed.
in this one.
And that's something the last couple of years that, there's a few concerns out with some of these teams that had that fly around. Could they stay sharp?
House
Long way
tosses to
wait for the wild
first,
card
and
team.
the inning is over.
And last year, too, a couple of the teams, the Dodgers had that fly around, so did the
The
Yankees.
seam begins.
Quick play. Nope, he can't hold on to it.
And misses off the outside edge.
The base hit, Norman Sharp.
On the ground, right side.
Now, Mitch got just enough of
Down
it.
the throw to first on the run. And
that
very
bounce again.
nicely done for the out. Down the left
To
field.
the right side of the play bar right there, and they stay with it.
Their routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a
They get the Yankees, the Dodgers are able to get on to the next round after having that environment. The year prior to that, there was big concerns. One of those teams was really struggling. They didn't have that wild card series.
Well, it is a fun debate to have. To begin with, it's a remarkably small sample size. The handful of years that this new format has been in place, so you don't have a ton to go off of. One thing that is certain
Got him
is that
swinging.
teams that do not play the wild
Now the
card round
switch hitting first baseman
have a
Josh Bell.
100% success rate of advancing to the divisional round.
Right.
Yeah, that's what every team is wanting to do is advance to the divisional round. So it greatly sets up your chances to proceed. As any team, no matter how much momentum they have, you lose that first game of the wild card round, you're back against the wall.
It really is. That game, too, man, becomes so
And
pivotal.
stepping in for the Rays, Jake Mangum.
So Reebok batting in Crawford's spot. You go back a couple of years ago to when the Rangers went to the wild card and won the World Series. They went to Tampa
Had a good start
and
to
played
the
a Rays team that won 99 games. And they won the first 2 and swept the Rays on their home field.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, other than ripping one into the gap.
Of course, the year the Mariners last made the playoffs, it was the Astros who received their first round bye. They swept the Mariners. They won the World Series.
Safe at second.
goes to Reba.
Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And the count is
3-0. We're in Houston. So you and I, you asked Gary before that series had started. Hey, look, is there anything to this in regards to, do you want the chance to skip that wild card series? And you get 0 hesitation to 100 here. 100. Yeah, going for that spot for sure. And that was before the Ryan Wu, tech issue we had after the 5 innings and everything else. But get your players rested, try and keep the game speed the best you can, and again, runs, so that's a huge factor in that. Back to get the skills that wild card series. 4th pitch walk to Leo Reba. Bases unloaded for the top of the order.
Well done to keep it close. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the late stages of game 1. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. In the dirt, runner stays put at third.
Randy waiting. Back the base is loaded.
And he comes back. He's run over.
Tell you what, the Blaylock is the big out right here in the 4th inning. He's given up no less than 5 runs in the last 5 outings. Really struggling to finish off the 2025 season.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Got the slider around the corner. Bullpen up for the Rockies. Anthony Molina getting loose.
And now 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Abrams now at the plate.
Frank. To the plate. Randy Arozarena brings home 2 more.
On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And that'll bring the tying run.
I think that Diaz Suarez early on this inning finding something to get in that good groove. They've been struggling. Randy Arozarena.
Andres Chaparro digging up for the Nationals.
Big right line drop double into left field last one. Then he went deep to right field. This time staying up the middle.
Muy bien este tipo otra vez, Matiel. Había que lo van a envasar. Había que lo van a envasar. No.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the catcher, Javier Ruiz, as the Nationals are down to their final out. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw stops.
2 home run shot, the American League record.
2 on.
1 shot, Roger Maris.
Brady
So Blaylock shake, get that changeup down the way. All right, safety net pitch down the way.
digging in for the Nationals.
Count roller right there. 1-0. The 1-1. Up and Randy to second. A headlock fly, and he is safe.
Up the middle, and a base hit right there. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI
Randy
single.
gets a good jump on the
It's a
Blaylock.
one-run game.
Kind of 80 attention point whatsoever. Tough pitch to throw on as well.
Position
Up
in
and
the
in.
bottom of the 9th. Young getting ready to hit.
Well,
Pasado. Es puesto estos cabrones, una mierda de equipo, mano. Y quieren hacer pana, por lo menos ver un poquito de historia de él, 61 le iba ahí, para convertirse en el tercero en la Liga Americana.
at least if you're wanting to chase a little bit of history tonight. They walk Cal with first base open, and they go to the bullpen.
Or not, these most of the situations closers. They seem to live for it when you get into some. Hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
With the tying run at second, winning run at first. Here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
Lo mejor. Lo mejor. ¿Ah? Lo mejor. Gané, puñeta. Buena ahí, papi. ¿Cómo? Sí. Esa del medio yo la vi. La del medio. Sí, papi. Pero mira, mañana le damos, mañana yo estoy más temprano aquí. Te digo ahora. Sí, 3 de ganar 2, sí. Está bien, papi, que voy a comer algo que mañana tengo que ir a trabajar. Dale, bien, papi, que descanse.